Oh man, y'all, you can't make this up. You cannot make this stuff up, man. So, y'all favorite genius, Mr. Kanye West, is out here apologizing to those who were offended by his comments regarding the Jewish community. He apologized to the Jewish community for his comments, and if it made them feel any way, if it affected them, or if it hurt them in any type of way, right? But you know, the irony about this, the crazy thing about that is, he's not out here apologizing to George Floyd's family, right? Or he's not even apologizing to the black community for speaking that alt-right, anti-black rhetoric. He ain't apologizing to us. He's not apologizing to George Floyd's family for saying, his knee wasn't really even on his neck like that, and basically insinuating or agreeing with that alt-right rhetoric, the anti-black rhetoric, or the anti-black ideology that George Floyd really died from fentanyl and not from being strangled to death, right? He ain't apologizing for that. Like I told y'all, Kanye only care about his money. He only care about his money. He only care about his kids, his money, and who Kim Kardashian is sleeping with when she not with him. That's it. He don't care about us. Get y'all mans. Get y'all mans. That's y'all mans. That's y'all boy. He ain't from the crib I'm from. He ain't from Chicago, Illinois like me no more. He ain't from the south side of the land like me. That's that Calabasas talk over there, right? And it ain't that he's apologizing to the Jewish community. It's the fact he ain't apologizing to us. He ain't apologizing to us for the stuff that he said about our people, right? When he said negative stuff about our people, slavery was a choice and all this and all of that. You damn right I never would agree with nothing like that. Our ancestors didn't agree to being enslaved, to being raped and pillaged, to being stripped of their land, stripped of their culture and brought to a foreign land where they could be separated from their families, where they could watch their daughters be and wives be raped. They ain't agree to nothing like that, and everybody would have been, man, they should have fought back. You don't know what y'all would have did during that time period. So all the people agreeing with Kanye, he had a point. No, the hell he did not. Y'all can talk all that tough stuff right now. You don't know what y'all would have did back then because black folks were mind effed. They were effed in the mind by the oppressors. They were effed in the mind by the oppressors, man. They did a number on black folks during that time period. And in the same, and this is the thing too, it was a lot of black folks that did fight back. Toussaint, even in Haiti, Toussaint Louverture in Haiti, right? Y'all know Nat Turner. We had slave revolts, all in all. But I'm never going to belittle and insinuate that my ancestors were weak by saying slavery was a choice. That was some clown stuff. That was a spit in the face of black folks. And black folks let that stuff ride. They let that shit ride because they love Kanye so much they can't separate themselves from his music and from his impact on hip hop culture and his great shoes that he makes. I don't give a damn about none of that. I told y'all I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Kanye, when he first came out during that college dropout era, seeing him allowed me to know it was okay to be myself because at that time you had a young black man from a gang-banging city like Chicago, Illinois, like we come from. He came from my hometown, Chicago, Illinois, South Side, right? And he was preppy, he was fly, he wasn't on no gang-banging stuff, he wasn't talking about moving weight or nothing, he wasn't trying to be super hard or being super tough. And I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I looked at that dude and said, I'm gonna be all right being myself, right? So I had that connection and attachment to Kanye West, but I still called him out for the hypocrisy and the BS that he was doing for these years, talking crazy about black folks. Harriet Tubman didn't really free the slaves like that, and she just sent it to other white folks. Didn't, like, for real? Denigrating our black ancestors and black heroes, right? Then you're gonna talk about George Floyd, like denigrate him. You're gonna denigrate and basically give the out to the police officer, Derek Chauvin. George Floyd didn't really, his knee wasn't even on his neck like that. Like, are you kidding me? Are you for real? Then make a shirt that says White Lives Matter, which is again, feeding into that anti-black rhetoric because you know that's only a response. At White Lives Matter, people are going to be triggered to buy that shirt, and he knew that because there's a lot of people that hated the Black Lives Matter movement. So they're going to buy the White Lives Matter shirt because they feel like it's a counteract to the Black Lives Matter movement. not the organization, the bullshit organization that nobody in the black community ever knew or donated to. We never had an attachment to that organization. Nobody in the black community in the hood can tell you the organizational structure of the Black Lives Matter organization. We were attached to the statement, to the sentiment that Black Lives Matter, because unarmed black people were getting gunned down, killed by police, when they were unarmed and not a threat to anybody. Right? So Kanye was saying, he said all that crazy stuff, the White Lives Matter shirts and all this and all of that. He ain't going to apologize to us at all. But he's going to apologize to the Jewish community because his pockets took a hit. Your boy ain't who y'all think he is. Like I told y'all. Y'all sit up here talking about he's some genius, acting like he's a revolutionary. He don't give a damn about the black community. He don't care about us at all. Y'all so like, a lot of our people are so gullible to think that. That man don't care about what happened to us. He ain't no revolutionary for us at all. He talk that talk when he ready for y'all to buy into stuff that he wants y'all to buy. Cut it out, man. If he was really revolutionary and pro-black, he wouldn't have said what he said about George Floyd. He would have made the White Lives Matter shirt. He wouldn't have said that Harriet Tubman really didn't free the slaves like that. He wouldn't have said that slavery was a choice. He wouldn't have said that. And y'all he talking about in today's society. No. The boy was talking about slavery back then and trying to say it was a choice. He said it about slavery back in the 1800s. Like that was a choice. You can't use that as a metaphor for today. There's nowhere near the same thing. And an intelligent person would be able to recognize that. But y'all love Kanye West so much, y'all give him a pass for everything. And again, for all y'all Kanye believers who thought y'all thought he was this supreme being, right? This all-seeing eye that was so knowledgeable and such a genius. I'm going to ask y'all this. Was him apologizing to the Jewish community, but not black folks, a part of his master plan that y'all said he devised? Was him apologizing to the Jewish community and not black people, was that a part of his master plan for his future endeavors? Y'all let me know something. Hell no. I'm going to answer it for y'all. Hell no, it wasn't. It's not. The brother got scared that money took a hit. He saw that money took a hit. Oh, y'all, he's still a billionaire. As I told y'all before, he was a billionaire because of his connections and partnerships with those organizations like Adidas. Those companies like Adidas, right? He made Adidas a lot of money, but again, they made him a lot of money too. So he was a billionaire because of his partnerships with these organizations. And when they were pulling it, he saw his money leaving. He said, oh, snap, I got to do something because this money is important. I'm going to apologize to the people that took my money. Not to the black folks, because they ain't never take a hit on my pockets. That lets you know he don't care about offending black people at all. So all that pro-black talk, y'all thought he ain't no revolutionary for us. And you gullible and silly as hell to think that. Y'all was out here standing on front lines for that man, right? Y'all was out here standing up for that man, and that man was talking ignorance on our community, throwing us under the bus every chance he could get to be in good favor with the alt-right crowd. For real, man, the man was out here using Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson talking points to make allies with the elites, right? He thought if I talk like this and I say stuff like this about black folks, then they'll really think I'm on their side. They'll really be with me. They'll ride with me. They'll become my allies. He thought they was going to be his friends. He thought they were his friends when they patted him on the back and commended him for talking that anti-black talk, anti-black rhetoric. He talked the talk that they use. Like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens talk, he thought that, oh man, I made friends when I said that, right? And he thought that they would back him up on whatever he says and does after that. Especially after him throwing black folks under the bus, throwing the black community under the bus. He's like, oh man, they're going to back me up. They're going to stand with me no matter what I say and do. But surprise, surprise, brother, they don't fuck with you like that. For real. And they didn't rock with him when he spoke what he spoke about the Jewish community. Whether you feel like it was right or wrong, you know what I mean? Whether you feel like it was anti-Semitic or not, I didn't feel like it was anti-Semitic from the stuff that I heard of what he said. I didn't see the whole Drink Champs interview, but from what I heard, it didn't sound anti-Semitic to me. But nonetheless, they felt like the Jewish community felt like it was. They were offended, so they stood on business and they all came together and said, we're not supporting him. Right? And the problem is, Kanye got to this point where he felt like he can say whatever he want to say because black folks, our community, tried to absolve him of everything he said about black folks. We always try to make an excuse for it. We always try to, oh, he didn't really mean this. What he really meant was that. Like I told y'all, Black folks, Kanye could say all black folks are ignorant and dumb, and then black folks, it's gonna be some black folks out there, but y'all don't really get what he's saying. No, he really meant it in a good way to try to flip it so we can uplift ourselves and we can do better. That's what he really meant. What he really meant was you can do better. He really just tried to uplift us. What he really said was he don't think we really that dumb. He just want us to do better and grow. He just trying to do reverse psychology. He's such a genius. He can figure out a way to get us to get mad and get us to change our ways and all this silly ass shit, man. Cut the bullshit, man. Get that shit up out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. I'm intelligent. And people think when you go against Kanye, or y'all only use what the media say. Y'all let the media tell y'all. I don't let the media tell me what to do with nothing. Nothing. The media don't tell me a goddamn thing. I think for myself. I know how to intelligently analyze a situation and say, that ain't right. That ain't right. That don't make sense. That is not reasonable. That is really off. You know what I'm saying? That is something that is really like off-putting. That is something that is really doesn't make any sense. I can understand that, and I can confirm that on my own. I don't need confirmation from the media and all this. No, they don't dictate me. I was a mass comm major, so I was taught I was taught that the media plays certain tricks. In my studies in college, the media plays certain tricks to get you to say or believe this, that, and the third, to make you biased to this, that, and the third. That's why I do my own research and I listen to things for myself. And I decipher what that person is saying and what they truly feel or what they're trying to get across. And I saw that Kanye was on some BS for my own self, right? Dude is a clown. A clown. Like, for real, sitting up here, you only apologize to the Jewish community because your pockets took a hit, but you're not gonna apologize to black folks for what you said about us? For real though? That ain't Chicago. That's that Calabasas stuff. That ain't Southside Chicago. That ain't no land behavior. That ain't no Chicago, some Shy City behavior. It's not. You know, and again, I always said he always tried to assimilate. Kanye is one of the most he seeks white validation more than a lot of the black folks I know that have any alignment in the fashion world or you know, or any of that. For real. That's why he tries to assimilate to them by talking that alt-right, anti-black rhetoric at times, and even trying to change his voice, talking different. Kanye didn't used to talk like that. It's one thing if he was always talking like that, if that's the way he normally talked. He never talked like that. Yeah, so, you know, I'm just gonna, yeah, and, you know, and yeah. What is that, bro? What is that? What the hell is that, bro? That ain't how you talk. He doing that to be able to appeal to them. So he can buddy up with them and butter up to them. And they can say, oh, come on, Kanye, come on in, man. You're one of us. That's what he really want to be, man. So knock it off, man. You know, and again, when he spoke, like, again, he don't care nothing about black folks for real. You know, he recanting and apologizing because he's not that all-seeing eye that y'all said he is. He not this deep thinker y'all made him out to be at all. That ain't who he is, man. Kanye don't even know which way is up for real a lot of the times. He's a genius at music. He's a genius at making good fashion. But a lot of that other stuff, hell no. He just be out here rambling and talking. And everybody just goes with it because he's a genius in music and he's a genius in science. I mean, not science, excuse me, science. Fashion. But just because a person is a genius in one area does not make them a genius in every single thing. And y'all gotta know that, man. But y'all empowered that man. I'm talking to my black folks. A lot of y'all empowered that man by letting him disrespect the black community. And y'all steady gave him passes for it, right? So the dude continued to grow more and more out of control. More and more out of control. Y'all let it ride and all. Gave him an excuse for every single thing he said. Black folks out here making excuses for everything. Dudes out here trying to sound super, super bright and super, you know, intellectual. Dudes I know that really don't open up a book for shit. Don't look up nothing. But just because they love Kanye, and I know him, for real. But just because they love Kanye so much, they pull him for straws out of thin air just to make him sound right and make him sound righteous. Get up out of here, bro. For real, man. Kanye ain't never had no plan. He never had no plan that y'all was out here talking about and saying he did. Kanye was just out here talking. Kanye was out here talking, but again, he said, I'm on TV talking like it's just you and me and can't tell me nothing. For real. And but he was referring to the time when he was talking about George Bush don't care about black people, which is something that I felt in my soul when that stuff happened with Hurricane Katrina. I felt it in my soul and my spirit as a young black man. But now it seems Kanye don't care about black folks, because he ain't apologizing to us. He ain't out here apologizing to George Floyd's family at all. He only apologizing to the Jewish community because they took his bread. And they told him, nah, bro, he got that alt-right wake-up call. Nah, fam. No, you can't say and do what you want to say like you thought you could. And now he out here looking with the egg on his face. Now he out here apologizing in interviews because he knows the severity of what just happened. That money took a hit, right? He out here talking because Kanye thought he was too big and powerful to ever be touched like he was Donald Trump. The guy he idolized and worshiped. He idolized and worshiped Donald Trump so much, he thought he was not able, he thought he was Teflon Don, like Donald Trump is. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. That's not the case. That's it, that's all, man. But again, that's y'all genius. I wonder, is this a part of the master plan that he got y'all? This big master plan. Is this a part of the plan? Let me know something. Tell me something, fam. Holla at you, like, come on, man. Talk to your boy from the crib, man. Like, hey, is that a part of y'all man's plan? Is that y'all dog plan for real? The revolutionary Huey P. Newton? Like, for real, man. Y'all making Kanye seem like he was the new Malcolm X. Like he was just so liberating. That brother ain't Muhammad Ali, man. He ain't cut from that. Never been. He ain't never been cut from that like that, Joe. Nah, fam. Or maybe when he was earlier, but even Ali was on a different level there, earlier in Kanye's career. But he ain't cut from that cloth, from that ilk. Hell no. No. You think Ali, a revolutionary, would have never thrown black folks under the bus or undermined us in any way for the outright crowd to say, oh man, see, even he gets it. You know, to give credence to alt-right views. A revolutionary, a real pro-black man would never do that. Get out of here, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.